And he's half your age with twice the cock.
Welcome back to the Brilliant Gamers Vlogs. We are your hosts, Optopolis. We got Rogue Angel, and we also got Rad Gamer 21 down here. We are joined by Chunkey Monkey right here. You should check out his channel for sure. He creates some awesome stuff. So bottom line, for all you watching, Discord was completely bugged out last time we tried to record this. We're making the best of it.
For you guys that don't know what this is, we talked about this. This is our talk show. In case you guys have been living underneath a rock for a little bit, by the time this is out, he's probably done finished the recording of scenes for Dukes 5 that he's working on. I'll let him talk about that more later on.
Dukes of Hazzard 5 actually is already recorded. We finished that as of the last day we all shot.
Tell us a little bit how you got involved in YouTube.
Well, basically, it was an excuse to play video games. Basically, my mom wasn't really too fond of me spending weeks in my room during summer and not like leaving her barely, like just to go to the bathroom and get a Mountain Dew. And so she ended up actually, because my grades started slipping, so she actually snapped my GTA disc. I know, ooh,
oh,
right?
Whoa!
And she snapped my GTA disc, and she was like, "You need to stop playing video games until you get your grades up." So next thing you know, I had all A's, and and then after I got all A's, then she was like, "All right, well, then let's think about getting you GTA 5 back." I was like, "All right, cool." So we got GTA back, and then she was like, "Well, you need to, she was like, you need to stay off it." And I was like, "Well, I'm doing something productive." And she's like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, and the only thing I could think of is I'm making YouTube videos." So basically, at first, it started off like a lie that just sort of I ended up just doing.
Okay, for you guys that don't know, I'll let him talk about his own content. But like, how did you decide to get into that content?
That actually happened by accident. So basically, it was all just GTA 5 at first, and I didn't really do anything else. And then it just really like when they released the Rockstar editor on the Xbox One. After they did it on PC, they released that thing like September 21st or something. I know, I remember the day. The day that changed my life. And it was like 2000. It was either 2015 or I think it was 2016. No, it was 2015. So yeah, September 21st, 2015, I believe they released the Rockstar editor on in GTA 5 on the Xbox One. And me and my buddy Keegan were like, "Dude, we just built a General Lee. Let's dress up as Bo and Luke Duke." And keep in mind, it's like 4 a.m. at this point. And we're like, "Let's dress up as Bo and Luke Duke, and we'll drive it around, and we'll make a video to the good old boys somehow." And so we had made the first video. It's called Dukes of Hazzard, the themes, Rockstar Editor Cinematic, or the theme song. I'll send you guys the link, and you can put it.
We'll link it. Yeah.
You guys could put it up. It was my very first Dukes of Hazzard video, and it got like 1,000 views within the first day. And I'm like, "Oh my God, we should make another one." So we made another one called Dukes of Hazzard Politically Corrected, and it was me driving around in an orange Prius with the 01 on it, getting chased by Roscoe, and I was actually Daisy in that one. That's the only time I've ever used Daisy in any of my videos. And then after that, we did Roscoe's Old Car, and Roscoe's Old Car broke 10,000 views in a month, and after that, it was just kept doing it and made more and more.
What's been your favorite Dukes of Hazzard video thus far you've made?
The one I'm making?
The one you're making?
As for already made, I would have to say, well, the 2 that got deleted when my laptop was wiped. But the 2 that have released would be the one that was released already would definitely be Motorized Civil War. Or, you know what? Actually, scratch that. One Arm Bandits. The One-Arm Bandits was really good. I got a lot of compliments, including a compliment from John Schneider about the voice acting in that, and so that meant a lot to me, and yes, I'm very proud of that one and the way that turned out. And the 2 skits, I guess I'll tell you guys, I haven't really talked about them, but the 2 skits that deleted because my laptop basically updated when I went to go record Dukes of Hazzard 5, and when I was going to record the behind the scenes, everything was wiped. There was nothing on my computer. And so I called Microsoft support. They were like, "All right," the Indians, they're like, "Okay, we will get your stuff back. We will go and transfer it from the C drive to the H drive. And when they went to do that, instead of clicking transfer, she clicked delete and deleted everything I had on my C drive.
So you said currently the one you're making is your favorite. Why do you feel like it's your favorite one so far you're making?
Without revealing anything,
Well, yeah, obviously.
that's going to be hard. It's definitely something that, because I've worked 2 years on it and I've written 3 different drafts on it. So I've put a lot of different work into it. And just the amount of work that I've put into it, and then that all my guys put into it, including Brian. He helped us film for 2 films.
Or that's Brian.
Yep, the other Brian.
It gets
the Rogue
confusing.
Angel. I think Dukes of Hazzard 5 is just going to be something very special. It's going to be upwards of an hour long, I think. I mean, I've edited up to scene 3 in the Rockstar editor, and it's 15 minutes, and it's page 7 in the script.
Jeez.
Yeah, so that's approximately 8 minutes of final footage, and then you add in the intro, which is another minute long. So it's 9 minutes, and then you add, the disclaimers and stuff about the flag, because I can't use the. Well, actually,
all right. Let's
doing CGI to put the Confederate flag on the car in these videos.
Really? Nice.
I'm going to use Premiere Pro and After Effects.
I want to expand on what you were saying earlier about John Schneider. I know you created a video about that. Something to do with John Schneider. Do you want to tell the audience about that?
So basically, I met John Schneider. Well, first, he saw Motorized Civil War and he shared it, and then and him and I had, we had sort of stayed in contact a little bit on Facebook. He follows my Facebook page still to this day. He likes a lot of my posts and everything. And we've stayed closer and closer in contact. And then, we met at the Detroit Autorama in 2018. And he was like, and I walked up there and I was like, hey, my name's Derek Thornley, also known as ChunkeyMonkey40. I made Motorized Civil War. And as soon as I said Chunky Monkey, he jumped up out of the chair and gave me a hug. And then he gave me actually a free, because it was like $20 for a picture and $20 for an autograph. That's just the way they do this shit there. I know, right? Really expensive. He gave me a free autograph. I don't have to take it off this time, but he wrote, "You rock. I love ChunkeyMonkey40. I hope it's good quality." He said when I had met him, he was like, I've been thinking about doing like a Schoolhouse Rock type of music video, and it would be like animated and everything. There's only one group I'd call, and it'd be you guys. And he pointed at me and my brother. And so, even though it's me who does the work, not my brother, but my brother was filming at the time, so he had to include him. And yeah, it was really cool. And so he ended up hitting me up in August, I believe it was. And he was like, hey, can you, August 14th, that's the day. I remember dates pretty well. Right? August 14th? I actually wrote it down. Yep. August 8th. Damn, I was close. August 8th, John Schneider reaches out to me to work out a music video. And so it was to a song called Kid from Somewhere. And the song was basically, it's about a kid striving for his dreams and trying to do everything he can to just make the best of himself. And so we took that video and we had made, I had made it in GTA 5, and he really loved it. And so he said he wants to work with me on another project. So I'm really excited for that. And the video is actually now up on YouTube. His people screwed it up and put like this overlay of him on it. And it looked terrible, and they uploaded it to Vimeo too, so it didn't get any views anyways. But then he put the good version up on YouTube, so that was good. Yeah, and that was really cool. And so now, whenever I try to fill out a video resume, at least I could say, I did a video for John Schneider.
How much longer do you plan to do anything after Dukes 5 with GTA 5, or are you gonna try to wait for GTA 6 to come out and maybe start up again, or you think it's gonna be it for Dukes of Hazzard content?
5. Dukes of Hazzard 5 will be the end for the Dukes of Hazzard tribute series, but that's not going to be the end for Dukes of Hazzard on my channel. Because then obviously, even though all the behind the scenes got lost except for 2 or 3 hours of it, all the behind the scenes from Dukes of Hazzard 5 was lost, so I'm not going to have very much Dukes of Hazzard behind the scenes. But I will have a little mini video of me doing putting the Confederate flag on the car and everything. And I want to do small things like change the name tags on Roscoe. I want to make the mouse move, maybe like do like what South Park does and just do like a bubble on the mouse and just make it jump around. It might look corny, I don't know, but I'm gonna screw around with it. I also want to make the cop cars say Hazzard County. But yeah, and then after that though, it'll just be the same. Going to Dukes Hazzard events, occasional scene recreation. I might write a mini skit here or there. But it will be nothing like the full episode. I might do a mini series, depending on what happens with GTA 6. I mean, if GTA 6 comes out and there's a cinematic mode in it.
Yeah, that was my next thing I was going to talk about. Like, so GTA 6 comes out and like it actually is good. Like, like dealing with characters. Like we was talking about it when we was in our last recording session. How like we're wishing that you could keep your hair would stay with your outfit. You wouldn't have to keep changing your hair, your facial hair, and all that. Like, if they made it easier to, like, do that kind of stuff, you think you would try to do another episode?
Hell yeah. If the biggest thing would be if they gave you like they did the same thing with director's mode, which I love, but you can't design and place your own characters. If they came up with a version to where, like, you can make a ton of free mode characters. And then just like, because on the 360, if you remember, there was 5 free mode character slots. Now there's only 2. And so if they were to do things like that and make it just easier for skit makers and also like implement mods and stuff like that, then I definitely would. And also the biggest thing would be to make the mouse move. Like, I wish you could just just have an action or something, like more actions and things you could do. Like, I wish you could like shake people's hands. I wish characters could shake hands or, high five or, elbow each other, things like that I would like to add in. Laugh even, add a laugh.
Right. So those you guys that don't do like skit making stuff he does, it's very difficult when you're like, especially like if you're working with a very few people and you get to a scene where you need to change of a character. It takes like 5 to 10 minutes out of your recording session. Because you got to run, change your character up, and come back. And then, like, you only need that character for, like, a few seconds, and then you got to run and switch your hair and stuff back again. So, like, I get why we would like to see something else like that.
The biggest thing that would really help a lot is to lock daytime.
Yeah.
It stays daytime the whole time. Because when the sun starts going down, we can't film. Because then in the next scene that we already filmed in daylight, it's going to look like shit. So I have a lot of color grading to do, or we just wait. And I usually like to just wait.
And it takes forever. Like, you don't realize how long nighttime is in GTA until you're literally waiting around.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just to do something else. See, I was talking to Op about it because, like, I like the idea, like, the miniskit stuff he was doing, like, writing series and stuff, maybe doing a little series. But, like, I don't know if I really want to dive into it yet, or because, like I said, like, the creation of each character and stuff would be awkward to do. I don't know, like, I feel like, because, like, I've been working on, like, I missed out on a lot of recording sessions because of work. I wanted to be involved in more, but, like, work wouldn't allow it. I was only in, like, the first one and the last one he did.
And then they shut you guys down.
Yeah. Then I got shut down. Man. Fun fact, because of the coronavirus, I'm out of a job for 6 to 12 weeks.
Yeah, and everyone's going broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It's been crazy with that happening. And it's like no matter how hard you try to ignore it, it still is going to come up just because it's a part of what's happening right now. It's part of all of our lives.
It's like if you don't acknowledge it every time you're in a conversation with somebody, you're like avoiding the elephant in the room.
Yeah, you really are. Yeah.
It's like, but at the same time, though, like, I mean, this is probably gonna be controversial of me to say, but I'm not really too scared of it.
Me neither.
See, a lot of people, including myself, even, they're not scared. They are concerned, absolutely, because it is a big thing. But they're not actually scared per se. It's just a concern over what's going to happen. Well, there's frustration.
Feel like everyone is overreacting. This isn't a big of a deal.
Like me having an immune disease, I'm at risk for it. So I am taking precautions. Like if I go outside, I wear my "fuck you" Corona mask. Like if I'm going like out somewhere, I wore gloves when I went to the store. And people give me so much looks when I'm walking around with that. Let's "fuck you" Corona on it. I did that for a picture, and then after that, I actually wore it in the store. And my mom asked my mom a selfie at the store, and she's like, "Why are you wearing that?" And I was like, "Why not?"
No, like I'm frustrated because right now, like my graduation's at risk. Like a lot of seniors who are still seniors in high school, graduation's at risk. Prom's probably a no-go if he was doing prom.
Yeah.
Any big social events that was happening.
My state, I can still have my prom. They're still gonna do it because like we have to go until May 4th with no school. So like after that, they're saying that we might be able to do all this stuff. And like I'll still be able to graduate on time and be able to go and do what I want to do after high school.
Basically, my school's prom is actually closed. We're not doing it right now, but there's one girl in the school. She's a senior, and she's just was like, screw it, I'm gonna have it in my front yard. And then the school tweeted at her, and they were like, if you have it, we're gonna call the cops. And we're like, oh,
oh no.
Like, what is wrong with you? Oh my god.
I mean, they haven't said anything about my prom yet, but I'm assuming mine's canceled because mine's like April 27th. What is scheduled
Mine is May 28th. So like I would be all set. I'd actually be able to have it, and then I graduate a week later.
From what I have heard, the schools around me are going to proceed with an online method of doing the schooling if it's not backed up by
I
the
could make
8th.
a trap beat out of the way you guys sound on my end right now. I swear to God.
And then
I should do it.
and then they're supposedly still going to let the seniors graduate on time. I don't know for certain, so don't keep me on that. Take it with a grain of salt, but that's what I've heard.
So with my school, since it is a technical high school where we have a like shop side of the school, like we already don't have enough time, and like I don't think that they can hold us physically accountable because like we are literally trying our best. We don't have any of the stuff needed to do what we need, and not to mention, like we're not in shop at the same time. So like say I'm in academics, I'm there for 2 weeks, and then I go into my technical program. So like they don't have enough teachers to teach us academics. So like, and we can't do our shop stuff because we don't have any of the equipment. So like,
yeah, definitely. It's kind of crazy. What's your favorite song right now?
Favorite song right now?
Tyler Chandler's White House Road. It's a beautiful song though. It's this hillbilly ginger, and it's like old country basically, and it's just nothing but you got to listen to the I think it's like something vinyl version, but it's like an acoustic version. It's just him sitting in his room with the guitar and the microphone only, and he's just jamming out. And dude, this song, it doesn't matter if you like country music or not. You will love this song.
We're going to talk about a good song currently that I'm still hooked on. Robert James' song "Back to You."
Yes, yes, RJ. Ooh. Yeah, shout out to Robert James, man. Him and I have talked a few times on Instagram. He's a really cool kid. For those of you guys who don't know, I know he hates when people say this, but he's Kid Rock's son. He just doesn't like getting the publicity because that's why he goes by Robert James. And he's never once said his name. He's never said his dad's name, stage name in a song. The only song he has talked about his dad in is Bloodline, and he said "Bow it to Bow," his family and all. Or no. Shit, something I forget what it is. I'll send you guys the lyrics. Yeah, but that song is awesome, and I did reaction videos to both of them, and RJ's obviously watched both of them, and he's really supportive of my page. He likes every post, and I think he actually has notifications on. Not sure, but he's usually like one of my first likes on every post.
Honestly, something that I've been listening to. I've been digging the heck out of it. What is it? It's Billy Joel's. What is it? Oh man. It's one that MBC, Men's Bathroom Choir. Have you guys heard of that channel?
They all sound like a robotic xylophone again.
MBC, they've been blowing the heck up on YouTube right now, and they've been doing covers of all sorts of songs. And Billy Joel is one of them. And there's one of his songs. I forget the name of it. I'll put it on screen. I've been digging the heck out of it, man. I've been digging the heck out of it. It'll randomly come to me, and I'll just start randomly having it kind of hum to mind.
Come to mind. Like this year, like we've had like it's been a rough year. Okay, let's talk about it. January was like 4 years long. Let's just be honest. World War III was apparently going to go down.
Oh my god.
But music has been okay. Like I think Eminem's new album that probably came out in December, but it was like close enough to count for the new year. But like Robert James released some stuff. We have Ryan Upchurch releasing stuff. Chunkey knows all about Ryan. Like we'll let him talk about Ryan. We got a lot of good stuff that's going like music wise right now, and there's a lot of small people. Like I used to be like stereotype. Like I used to be into the very big people, but like I'm starting to like Ryan Upchurch more. Like Robert James as well. How did you discover you like Kid Rock?
I grew up around it.
Yeah.
Like we used to have a boat, and we every single time on the boat we'd be listening to the first CD we'd pop in, and usually it would just stay in would be Kid Rock's CD called Rock and Roll Jesus with songs like Roll On, All Summer Long, which All Summer Long was a pretty legendary song at the time. You know, it was 2008, 2007, or 2008, 2009. And, everyone was playing that song, especially here in Michigan. That still to this day is like a Michigan anthem. And so that was a really big song. And so everyone around here listened to it. And so my parents did. And, it was always there in the picture. And, and then I just, it just stuck with me. My brother sort of grew out of it. It sort of stuck with me because I always spent more time with my mom, and she loved Kid Rock. And then, and then it just my love for his music just escalated.
Right. One of the things we was currently talking about was Kid Rock, and like one of my favorite songs by him that I think a lot of people underrate is "Low Life."
Yes, I love Low Life, and actually in concert it's pretty cool. Do you guys know the Georgia Satellites?
No.
I don't know.
They're an old school band, like a rock band. He would right before I think it's the third or fourth verse, right before the very end, where he's like, I make black music for the white man and keep cocaine up on my nightstand. I'm a low life.
Yeah.
Well, he right before he starts singing that verse that he says that in, he would cut to Georgia Satellite's song called "Keep Your Hands to Yourself."
Yeah.
And it was awesome. It was so cool because then he'd cut the beat and then everyone would start clapping. It was an awesome part of the show, and I wish I could see it live, but he doesn't do that song anymore. So, but other songs that are way underrated.
Half Your Age. I think it's called Half Your Age.
Yeah, Half Your Age is another one. And actually another fun thing that they do live with that song is his drummer Steffi. She's a drummer. She leans left, mostly, and so I believe anyways. And she'll come out from the drums and she's like, whoa, hold on a minute. And then she does her own verse that she wrote, and it's like dissing men because the whole song's like dissing female gold diggers. So she disses the male gold diggers, and instead of saying half your age and twice as hot, like Kid Rock says, she says, and he's half your age with twice the cock. And it's fucking hilarious.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Definitely. The three underrated songs that come to my head are definitely Amen. Amen is a song that I've cried to many times just because it's such a deep song, and it was written about just the time in the world and how Bob, the way he said he wrote it was basically he just got pissed off and he wrote a bunch of thoughts and made them rhyme. And the first I forget how it starts. I could go to my car and play it. Oh, this is proof that I am a Kid Rock fan, though. I should go to my car and show you guys. I got so much CDs in here. I just hope it's not locked. No, it's not. Go.
I was gonna laugh. It was locked.
Yeah, look at yeah, my car doesn't do Bluetooth, so I got old school. I got to do CDs.
You got to do CDs, yeah. You
I can't even do CDs. I have to do those little
tapes.
Rock. I got them
tapes.
all. I got
That's the only thing I can do in my El Camino and radio.
I got every CD of his in order. Oh, Rock and Roll Jesus is actually in there. I got every CD of his in order, and then after that I got Upchurch. But yeah, if I had the keys, I'd start it and play Amen because I remember the lyrics. But it's a really deep song, and it's a song that a lot of people don't know about. Same with another song off of Born Free, and it's called Care.
Board free.
It's with,
and Care.
Yep, it's got Martina McBride or Angelina Presley, I think her name is, and then it's got those two. There's two different versions of it. One I like the one with Martina McBride, but then it's also a rap verse with T.I. in it. And on paper, it sounds like what the hell, but if you think about it, it's actually like, and then you listen to it, it works. Like it's a beautiful song, and it's a song that there was a whole building in Detroit. It was an abandoned warehouse, I believe, and it was the Care building, and they had painted in white letters. They had painted a bunch of things that had happened and a bunch of things people need to care about. It had a bunch of different things. We had a drawing of the Trade Center on it that it came down, and it said "Remember 9/11." It had just so many people, just like it had words, just like neighbors, family, friends, black people, white people, Hispanic people, immigrants. It had everything painted on this building. But unfortunately they tore it down.
Right.
Because they were, they actually I believe they built the Little Caesars Arena on top of the site where that building was. Three Cat Boogie is all-time favorite Kid Rock song. It's a groovy, funky song. Every single time someone says, I don't really like Kid Rock, I say, listen to that song. Then they're like, I like Kid Rock now. And I'm like, exactly. It's one of those songs that it's like an old blues Motown song that you could just vibe to.
Do you think he has an overrated song?
I would have to say All Summer Long. I'm not really a big fan of that song. It's a cool song the way he mixed Werewolves of London and Sweet Home Alabama, but personally, I'm not the biggest fan of it just because I feel like it's overplayed.
I don't think it's. I would say All Summer Long as well, but like I think for its time, I think Cowboy was kind of overrated.
Yeah. For Cowboy, it's a great song, but I don't really like the studio version. I like the live versions more.
Yeah, I like the live version.
And that's definitely, that's been his big thing. He's had platinum records and everything, but the biggest thing is his live shows. He sells out every single arena. Even though he gets very little radio play. You never hear his music on the radio, but he sells out every single arena in every single town. He did, I think he did 2 shows in LA and sold them out.
I've never been able to go to a Kid Rock concert. I want to at some point in my life because I feel like I hear it's like a really cool experience.
Let's go.
A lot of people complained because they said like for the longest time he actually had strippers at his show and stuff, but a lot of people said they complained. He still does?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He played like a country song like Born Free, and then over there's just red, white, blue strippers over in the corner.
Like what they used to say. They said the strippers used to be like a focal point, like a big focal point. They said that's not the big focal point anymore.
And like he's been asked about it when he played in Amsterdam. He was asked about it, and they were like, "Why do you have strippers on stage?" And he was just straight up like, "'Cause I can. I'm a rich rock star. I can. Why don't you have strippers at your shows?
Why don't you have strippers?"
It's like they're not doing anything nudie. They're just on a pole in a bikini. They're not topless or anything.
When in his younger days, I heard in the younger days they would. But now he's gotten older. He's slowed down with it.
Now he's made it PG-13. But I mean, either way, if you're going to a Kid Rock show, literally, his biggest songs have literally all of his songs somehow manage to say "suck my dick" in some sort of way.
Sort of way.
Like shit, Half Your Age, for example, like you brought up. Half Your Age is literally a diss on his ex on Pamela Anderson.
What about his song "World Class"?
World Class sex rhymes with Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, dude, I love that song. I love the part when they talk about Bill Clinton being a
Bill Clinton.
I got the presidential sex rhymes. Let me see. I can actually rehearse that. I'm on a private jet out of JFK. Sipping the fakes, feeling A-OK. Looked across the aisle, and who did I see? Billy motherfucking Clinton sitting next to me. We kicked and talked, had a couple of laughs. The stewardess walked up and asked us for autographs. I thought it was Mac, and I gave her 2 free shirts. Billy stuck 5 fingers up her skirt. So I stuck 5, that made it 10. Shit, 2 roosters and only 1 hen. Billy winked at me. It was all too sweet. We tag teamed that freak at 30,000 feet. Have you guys kind of noticed the way they look? Like Kid Rock and Snoop Dogg are kind of like Dr. Phil and Steve Harvey. They're both controversial. They're both controversial characters. One's left, one's right. One's black, one's white, and that rhymed. And it's funny to me because they both have goatees. They both have long hair. Kid Rock don't smoke any weed, but Snoop Dogg does. You know, it's just they're just such opposites, but they're so alike at the same time.
So like, yeah, another good Kid Rock. Actually, another couple good Kid Rock songs was "Lonely Road to Faith" and "Midnight Train to Memphis."
I actually did a video for Midnight Train to Memphis.
Yeah, he did a video for Midnight Train to Memphis. We'll link that.
And that video actually, when I got into a live stream with Kid Rock on Instagram, which I was super starstruck in, it's like cringy. But and I was actually almost in another live stream with him just the other night.
A couple days ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but my connection, you know, just like what's happening right now, my connection.
Right now.
I couldn't hear him, and I was pissed off. And but I mean, it was still cool though, because like his fiance was like, you know, he was like, "Can we FaceTime somebody or talk to somebody?" She was like, "Yeah, let's get Chunkey Monkey on here." I was like, and like, there's a lot of rumors and shit going around my school like that I'm like best friends with Kid Rock and shit. It's like, what the fuck? No, I'm not. I was on a live stream with him once. That doesn't make me his best friend.
So fun fact. Well, I don't know if you want to talk about it right now or not, but did you have like anybody like cool information you could share about Dukes 5?
It's based off the episode where he showed more than his hands on TV. Only it's more badass. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't.
When can we expect Dukes 5 to be out?
Okay, so Dukes 5, you can expect that to be out sometime. Well, if I can get my computer to work to edit the damn thing.
Yeah.
I might just need to buy a new computer, but I only have $100 in my bank account right now, and I doubt I can buy it. I would like to have it out in October.
That is October of 2020.
I'm pretty sure it'll still happen as long as I get the Rockstar Editor cinematics done and everything, you know, and then I revise the script and I just stay on track. And right now I'm in the Rockstar Editor, like I said earlier.
Right.
And as long as I keep doing that, then it should be okay. And I need to get something to edit the thing on and put it together. And I also need to buy new softwares, but now it's like, fuck, am I going to buy a software or am I going to buy a computer?
Well, I mean, to be fair, you need a computer to run software. Can we talk about, like, well, I mean, I guess your opinion. I'm sure you probably know more information because I know me and you talked about it a little bit later, a few days ago. But how John Schneider, like, is kind of, like, away from everybody else, like, current cast, like, still. What's your opinion on that?
Well, from what I've heard, I mean, I don't know how accurate any of this stuff is. From what I've heard is that, you know, John Schneider backed out of the Good Old Boys Fest and the Good Old Boys Tour, which was basically like a meet and greet tour with concerts and stuff of the whole cast of Dukes of Hazzard for the 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
And Schneider backed out because supposedly because there was a commercial of without the Confederate flag. And and that was for the Los Angeles like event, and they had taken the Confederate flag off the General Lee, and John Schneider didn't like that. But then there's also people who are saying, and this is all speculation, I don't know exactly what happened for sure, and I don't think we'll ever know. But there's other people who are saying that Schneider backed out because of what was it? Just because he's doing Bo's Extravaganza and stuff, which I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think Bo's Extravaganza was good last year. I wish I could have gone. This year, I don't know exactly what it is this year, so I don't really know much. I know he's filming a movie at it again, but other than that, I don't know much about Bo's Extravaganza this year. My opinion on that, I guess I would, you know, obviously I'd like to hear from them what really happened. But I mean, if Schneider backed out for the Confederate flag, I respect him for that. I mean, he still took up to his beliefs, and you know, I would honestly be surprised if that Cooter stayed in. I mean, I guess they needed the money or something, but well, he was hosting it too.
Another thing, the documentary they did about the 40-year thing. I don't think John was in it. Like, I wonder, like, you got an opinion about him not being in it?
I don't know for sure if he was or wasn't in it. Actually, now that I think about it, I know Raymond of the Northeast Ohio Dukes wasn't in it either. So, I mean, I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know for sure. But I mean,
because I mean, I remember the trailer I saw for it. Like, I don't think like I think it showed everybody, but I don't think I didn't see Schneider in it.
I would have to rewatch that to see.
I want your opinion on his movie, The Christmas Cards.
Well, I mean, I like the plot line. It was a great plot line.
Right.
I can say that, but I feel like it was kind of and this is no disrespect to John. I've told this
none of this.
I've told him this on Facebook. I feel like the color grading could have been done better. But I mean, other than that, though, I mean, it definitely captured the Dukes of Hazzard feel. That's what I did like about it, is that it definitely it paid respect to the original content, unlike the other two Dukes of Hazzard movies, the Dukes of Hazzard, the beginning, and then the Johnny Knoxville Dukes of Hazzard movie.
I didn't like the beginning at all.
I actually watched it again last night just to get some ideas for cinematics, dude. And the whole time I was cringing. The best part is that whipped cream scene with April Scott. Other than that, which she played Daisy in that movie. Other than that, though, that movie sucked.
Yeah,
I couldn't stand the Roscoe actor, and Bo is so dumb in it. Oh my god, I was like, no. Like I'm like I want to remake both of them. I want to remake both movies and just do it right. You know,
the Johnny Knoxville one, it wasn't bad, but they didn't capture it correctly, in my opinion. Like Uncle Jesse.
It was like better in the beginning, but it was like one of those corny comedy movies that you always see.
Yeah.
You know, like you watch any other comedy movie and it's the same. There's the dumb one, the dumb blonde, the smart brunette. You know, it was just
right.
Yeah. I couldn't do it. You know,
I didn't like how they captured Uncle Jesse like as a pothead, basically. Like I get because Willie Nelson.
I mean, honestly, though, I think Willie Nelson did fit the role of Uncle Jesse pretty well, and I think Burt Reynolds played. I think Burt Reynolds played Boss Hogg well.
Boss Hogg.
They all played their roles very well. I feel like if the source content would have been better. I mean, I just can't see anybody else as Bo and Luke Duke though. So like it's hard for me to see Johnny Knoxville as Luke and then Sean William Scott as Bo. Because I'm just used to seeing John Schneider and Tom Wopat. But I think performance-wise, they did it justice. But I feel like the source material could have been a lot better.
I don't understand the point of the beginning. The Dukes has a beginning because, like, at all. Like, if you watch the TV show at all, there was no way that's exactly like how that would have. Like, they were like so off script. I feel like
the only thing that has in common with the that has in common with the original show is the names and the general lead. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Other than that. It was a terrible movie. I mean, even if you didn't even know the Dukes of Hazzard source material, you would think it's a terrible movie.
Huge thank you to ChunkeyMonkey40 for joining us in this talk show. His links will be all down in the description down below. Also, make sure to follow us so that you never miss a video. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on all of our social media as well. I know I do awesome videos over on YouTube as well myself, and there's also awesome live streams that we'll do on Mixer for both RadGamer21 and the Rogue Angel. But anyway, as Chunky Monkey would say,
stay rebel, y'all.